Hey guys, now in today's video, we're taking a look at some brand new acrylic pieces from xTool. They sent me a batch of their brand new lineup, and I have to say, check this out. They look absolutely amazing. And let's face it, the xTool lineup of laser engravers does a really nice job when it comes to engraving and cutting acrylic. Check this one out here as well. Beautiful. So we're going to take a look at these new acrylic pieces. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create some stuff. Let's get right to it. All right, guys, so take a look at these acrylic pieces. Now, all of these sheets have the protective coating on them until I cut. So they're probably going to be a little opaque, but you'll get a sense of what these things look like because they look absolutely amazing. So take a look at this one right here. This one right here, Nilda's anything that has glitter has Nilda's name on it. She loves stuff that sparkle, and guess what? I do too. So this is a real nice one. Take a look at just the overall look in this. This on the P2 laser engraver is going to do phenomenal. All right, take a look at this one. And this is another color. Oh my God, these are amazing looking, right? And they're about 3 millimeters in thickness. We'll put this over to the side. I then also have this one right here, and this is like a clear one, somewhat clear, but still has a really nice look to it. This is really fun. Check this one out right here. So this one right here has larger pieces of glitter, I would say. They're more like shavings, right? Take a look at how that looks right there. Pretty nice, and that's a clear one. We also have some standard colors, right? So this is kind of like a light blue. Take a look at it right here. I don't know what color you'd call that, but it's really good looking for sure. I'm sold with these glitter ones. I don't know. These, if you think about it, if you're going to be making earrings, pieces like this would do really, really nice. Check a look at that, right? This is not something that you would engrave. It would be hard for you to score or read what this says, but if you're going to cut out a earring or some type of piece, this would look really nice. We also then have some standard colors, some more standard colors here. And you can see I have this yellow. I've done stuff with these in the yellow. Let's see what else we have. We have this color right here, which is kind of like almost like a purple. Like it. We have some smaller pieces. Now, these are mirrored acrylic. Mirrored acrylic looks really, really sharp. Watch this. I'm going to flip this over. And this is kind of like a blue. Check that out. Now, don't worry about the surface scratches that you see there because these actually have the protective coating. And when you're going to engrave these, the trick to engraving this kind of acrylic is that you're going to engrave it face down, right? So you're going to cut this side and you're going to reverse your image. And one of the things that we did a lot just recently for a wedding is we did a whole bunch of these in a gold acrylic, and they were drink stirs. Like we did the stirs that were used for the champagne flutes that actually had the name of the couple getting married. There's a lot of things that you could do with these. You could do stuff for like parties, for graduations. You know, it just depends on the color that you're looking for. This is another nice one. Let me flip this over so you can see it. Look at that. Doesn't that look like it's on fire? Look at just the reflection too, even when it reflects off my light. Ooh, love this one. And again, this is going to be the same thing. You're going to cut this side, reverse the image of what you're going to cut. It's going to look really, really sharp. That is a really nice one. Over here, check this out. This is a red, and you can see it right here. This is just going to be a standard matte red, but it's still going to be great for the pieces that you're going to engrave. Let's see what else we have here. This is kind of like a purple, right? That one will engrave nicely. Got a lot of pieces. This is sharp. Now, this is going to be great for those of you who, even for a backdrop, you can actually layer this. I've seen people use these for shadow boxes, but this would also look great, I think, for some mirror pieces. Or if you're going to do a jewelry box made out of wood, you can put this on the bottom. And when you open up the jewelry box, this would come out. Heart shape would look really, really good here. Let's see what else we have. We have more glitter. Check it out. Look at how nice that one looks. Again, super sharp. But, oh, this is going to look great. A lot of pieces to test. And then over here, we have just a white. Now we have some of our standard colors. Over here, we have black. Black looks great. Black is great for engraving, too, because you get a really nice frosted look to it. Over here, you have, it's like a dark maroon. I like that one, too. And I think I have one more. Yeah, I do. I have one more. And this one is also a shade of black. Don't know which color specific. But with these, as soon as when you start looking at these that are just with no glitter, What you'll want to do is take off the protective piece. This is going to be great for shipping, but then when you're going to cut them, I tend to remove both sides when I do them. And then just be careful once you're working with them, because the thing about acrylic is that acrylic scratches really easily, but you'll want to remove these pieces. So let's see what we can make. Now, for the last few days, I've been doing some testing. I've been doing some engraving. I've been doing some scoring. And given that Easter's around the corner, I decided to create Easter basket tags for the kids. Check this out. So a couple things are going on right here. First of all, you'll see that there's a lot of the different colors of the acrylic that we receive from xTool here. Now, it's not every single sheet, but this is a good sampling so you can see what you can expect. First of all, this is some of the mirrored acrylic. And I have to say that mirrored acrylic is probably one of my favorite. The glitter version is probably my second favorite, but mirrored acrylic is my all-time favorite. Check a look at this. I'm going to go ahead and put this in an angle a little bit. And the cool thing about this is that I was able to cut this acrylic and also engrave this acrylic. So I have my niece's name right there. You can see how the signature pops up. Let me go ahead and bring it up a little bit right there so you guys can see that. See what that looks like right there. So her name is there. It has the actual cutout so that we could put this either on a little string or some other material that we can tie it to an Easter basket. So this is a really good idea. So you'll notice how I have a couple of them. And the neat thing about, again, the actual I would say mirrored acrylic is that the back is like a mirror. So you're able to then flip things. So we flip things around and we have, again, her name is backwards here or flipped. And then you have my cutout. So it cut this way and then it basically came out this way. Now, the other thing I did, and you'll notice all the way around the rabbit, to give it kind of like the special effect, I created the actual shape of the rabbit is also an engrave. So I did an engrave, and then I did a cut. So I added a layer or a line all the way around this rabbit to get him to look this way. Now, what I also did is I did some of these little eggs. And what I did with this, and then you'll notice that this one it's a little bit on the dark side, a little bit, at least the eyes. Let me go ahead and bring this up so you guys can see that. You see what I did right there? So what I did here is I took the acrylic, I cut it, and then I scored it. Actually, this was engraved. I engraved it, and then I went over it with a black permanent acrylic marker to give it kind of like to make the little features of the Easter egg to show up. So that's something else that we did. I did the same thing here. So here's another Easter bunny. I didn't do the cutout on this one, but here you'll notice again, I have my niece's name, different font, and let me go ahead and bring that up a little bit closer so you can see that. So you can see what that looks like right there. And this cut out really nicely. I have to say the P2 cuts acrylic like it's butter. Very, very nice. I'll include all of the settings on what I use because I didn't find these settings inside of the xTool material list because they're newer. So there was some experimentation going on. And I can tell you, I want to say that the numbers are going to vary, right? The acrylic is going to have a different cut area. Pretty much, if you think about the top row right here, they all use the same color or the same power and speed. And then over here, when I was starting doing the glitter, which let's take a look at these. These look really sharp. So check out the glitter ones. These are going to be really nice. Look at that. It just sparkles. So this one right here was a different setting, and you'll see these settings right here below on the video, that it was a little slower cut. I think I had to bring this down to about 14 in order to cut it, but the cuts are really nice and clean. And then again, the challenge with this one is that it's going to be hard for you to get anything here unless you score it or engrave it and then use a white acrylic. I think white acrylic will show up because there's a lot of sparkle. I did try black and black didn't show up too much. Here you have this other really beautiful acrylic. Again, look at this glitter that you see right here. We'll bring that up so you can see that. So between these two, notice them both right here. They just look so sharp. So really, really nice. So all in all, here's an idea for this Easter. Easter basket tags that are just going to change the way, again, the bags look or the baskets look because of the, again, Easter tags that you've made with the name of the child, and you just tie it with a little string to the basket itself. It's an idea on how you can do acrylic. The good thing about this acrylic is that there's really little to no prep and there's little to no finish. Unlike wood, where you'd have to paint, you'd have to glue. This is a final product. This is great. So guys, that wraps up our acrylic cuts and samples from xTool. See you in the next video.